Hello fam, welcome back to my YouTube channel. um Thank you for stopping by. In today's tutorial we'll be learning how to make this beautiful short with a suspender. Yes, we're making a Christmas themed outfit for our little boys. I know I've been partial with the tutorials I've been dropping lately. I've only been dropping tutorials for baby girls, so I decided to, okay, why not, let's do something. Actually, I think this is actually unisex, but mainly for the boys. So we did something for the boys. This is a short and suspender. So we'll be learning how to do that in this tutorial. So stay tuned and let's jump right into the materials we'll be needing. Yeah, so for the materials we'll be needing, I'll be using this brand Baby Lamb reply. It's quite thin. I'll be doubling my strand as usual, so I'll be using the color white for the short. And for the suspender, since we're making a Christmas themed outfit, of course we'll be needing red and white. So for the red also, I'll be doubling my strand. I'll be needing some buttons. I'll be needing 4 pieces. We'll be having 2 at the front and 2 at the back as well, so 4 pieces. Be needing tapestry needle, be needing hook. I'll be needing size, I'll be using size 4 hook, scissors and tape measures. So I think we'll be needing stitch marker as well. Yes, be needing stitch markers. So let's get right into the tutorial. Thank you. So to start, our foundation chain, I'll be making for size 0 to 6 months. My foundation chain will be 66, but if you're making for size 0 to 3 months, newborn to 3 months, you'll be chaining 60. So mine are making to 6 months, so 3 to 6 months is 66 chains, while 6 to 9 months is 70 chains. So if you're making for 9 to 12 months, so you'll be chaining 74. So starting with my slip knot like this, and making knot with my 4.0 hook. So I'll start chaining 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll go ahead and chain 66. Okay, so right here I'm done with my 66 chains. So we are going to be joining to the very first chain we made. So to do that and to make sure that my chain is not twisted, so I'll go like this to make sure that my chains are in the right position. So yeah, I have my first chain, so I'll turn this way and I'll go into the very first chain. I'll grab my working yarn and I'll make a slip stitch. So like that, our chain is not twisted. So to start our work, I'm going to chain up 3, which stands for a double crochet. So I'll go ahead into the very next chain, I'll make a double crochet, into the next chain again I'll make a double crochet, into the next chain a double crochet. So we'll go ahead and do double crochet. We are going to make a double crochet into all the chains. So if you have 60 chains, you have 60 double crochets. If you have 66 like mine, you are going to have 66 double crochets, including the 3 chains. If you have 70, you're going to have 70 double crochets. If you have 74, you have 74 double crochets. So when I'm done with this round, I'll come back and show you what next to do. Okay, yeah, so I've come to the end of the round. If I make a slip stitch this way, we are going to be having this gap, which I don't want. So the chain 3 will not count as a stitch. I'll be working another double crochet here. This is the slip stitch that I used to join the chains together. So I'll be working a double crochet in there. So our chain 3 does not count as a double crochet anymore. So this is what I have. I think it's quite better. So right now we are going to start the waistband. So I'll be working a front post and back post double crochet. To do that, I'm going to chain up 2. This does not count as a stitch anymore. So to do that, to go into the next stitch, we are going to wrap our hook around the next stitch this way. Grab our yarn, pull out, then work your regular double crochet. That's the very first double crochet we are making. This is front post double crochet. Now the next one will be doing back post double crochet. Go through the back, push your stitch backwards, grab your yarn. Okay, I'll do that again. Grab your yarn, pull out the loop. We have 3 loops. Work your double crochet into the next one. We are going to repeat front post now. You push your, for front post you push your stitch forward, for back post you push your stitch backwards. So right now I pushed my stitch forward already. Grab my yarn, pull out the loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's front post. Let's work back post again. Through the back, can you see? Through the back, push your stitch backwards, come out from the other end, grab your yarn, pull out the loop. You have 3 loops. Pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, push your stitch forward, come out from the other end, grab your yarn, pull out the loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over from the back, push your stitch backwards, grab your working yarn, pull out the loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. So that will be the repetition: front post, back post, front post, back post. That's what we're going to do all through this round. So when I'm done with this round, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So here I am at the end of the round. This is what my work looks like at the moment. So this is the last one I did, the last back post double crochet. So I'll be slip stitching into the very first double crochet we made right here. Make my slip stitch. So that's the end of the second round. So to the third round, we're going to chain up 2. So this third round is similar. It's just the same thing as the previous round. We are going to be working where we say front post, we work front post. Where we say back post, we work back post. So I chain up 2 already. The very first stitch is front post, so you just go ahead and make your front post double crochet. The next one is back post, so you just go from the back, push your stitch backwards, pull out, then pull through 2, pull through 2. So we have front post here. I work my regular front post. Back post, I work my back post. So yeah, you just go ahead and work your front post and back post. So at the end of the third round, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So go ahead and do yours. Okay, so I'm here at the end of the this 1, 2, 3 at the end of the third round. So I'm going to make a slip stitch right inside the first double crochet we made. So the thing is, the next row we are going to do is quite optional. If you don't want a very thick waistband, you can just skip this the next step we are doing, and jump to the following one. But if you want a little wider waists, you can go ahead and do the one I want to do. It's just repetition of what we've been doing one more time. If you are okay with this waist, no problem. You just move to the next thing and skip the next round we are doing. So for the fourth round, I'll just do the same thing as we've been doing. I'll chain up 2, then repeat the front post and back post double crochet. So it's the same thing as we've been doing. We have our back post, we have our front post. So go ahead and work your front post and back post double crochet. So this is what my project looks like at the end of the fourth round. So this is the thickness of the waistband right now, and it's perfectly fine for me. I'm okay with this thickness. So right now we are going to start building the body of our short. So I'm going to chain up 2. So we are just going to work regular double crochet round inside all our stitches. So to the first one, work a regular double crochet, to the next one right there, to the next stitch, work your double crochet, into the next stitch, regular double crochet, into the next stitch. So you just go ahead and work regular double crochet into all our stitches all round. So here I am at the end of my round. So I'll go ahead and stitch into the very first double crochet we made. So this is what we have. So the next few rows is going to be a repeat row. So I have my 2 chains up, so I'll go ahead into the very same space where I slip stitched. I'll make a double crochet into the next row, make another double crochet into the next stitch rather, and the next stitch double crochet. So just go ahead and make your double crochets. So if you are making for 0 to 3 months, we are going to be doing, we have 1 round already, so we are going to be doing 9 more, making 10 in total, 10 rounds if you are making for 0 to 3 months. For 0 to 6 months, I'll be making 12 rounds. I have 1 already, I'm in my second one, so I'm going to be making 12 in total. If you are making for 6 to 9 months, you'll be making 14 rounds, and for 12 months you'll be making 16 rounds in total for 12 months. So go ahead and make the number of rounds you need to make for the size you are working. I'll go ahead and make my 12 rounds, so at the end of the 12th round I'll come around and show you the next thing to do. Okay, so this is what my project looks like this moment. I have my 12 rows done. Let's count together: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So I have my 12 rows done. So for the measurement for 0 to 3 months, like I said, you'll be doing 10. You should be having around 15 centimeters. Let's measure mine. I have around 16. Yeah, I have 16 centimeters here. So for 0 to 3 months, you should be having 15 centimeters. 3 to 6 months, 16 centimeters. 6 to 9 months, 17 centimeters, and 9 to 12 months, 18 centimeters. So having done that, we are going to be splitting the legs. So to do that, remember we started, our foundation chain is even number, so that it will be easy for us to divide the legs. So to do that, remember, as for me, I'm working 0 to 6 months or 3 to 6 months, so I have 66 stitches in total. So I will be dividing that into 2. Yes, this is the back of our short right now. The seam line is quite slanted. That's because we are working in the same direction, and that's how we are able to achieve this pattern you are looking at. If we were to be turning our rows, if we were to be working in this right direction, in the next one we were turning, we are going to be having another pattern entirely. We will not be having this design here, as you can see. So in case you don't like the way the seam line is slanted, then you will have to be turning your work, but your project will not look exactly like this. It's going to be giving you another look, which is fine also. So to divide the legs, I had 66 stitches. So I counted my stitches already. I counted 33 here, so I marked the middle stitch. This is my 33rd stitch, and for this side also I have 33. So now we'll be splitting the legs. I'll chain up 2. I have 1 chain already. I'm going to add 1 more, that's 2. So I'm going to be working my double crochet just as I've been working before. So I'll go ahead and work till I get it. When I get to this point where I marked, so if you are working for 0 to 6 months, 60 stitches, you'll be marking 30 stitches. So just like that, any chain you started with, just divide it into 2. The number of stitches you have, divide it into 2. So that is the number of double crochet you'll be working on. So I'll go ahead and work my 33 double crochet. When I'm on the 33rd, I'll show you what next to do. So I've come to the stitch where I marked, which is this. So I'll remove my stitch marker and go right inside and work my regular double crochet. So I'll just go ahead and slip stitch right on the very first double crochet we made right there. So we have the first leg already, can you see? So for the next round, you're going to chain up 2 as usual. Then into the very first stitch, you work your double crochet and go ahead and work your double crochet round. So I'll meet you at the end of the round. So I have come to the end of the round, so I will just make my slip stitch into the very first double crochet I made, just like that. So right now it depends on the length of the short you want, but as for me, before finishing off the leg of the short, because we are going to be repeating this this front post, back post, this ribbon we did here, we are going to be repeating the same thing at the end of the shorts. So before that, I want to do 2 more rows of double crochet. So if you want the leg of your, if you want your shorts longer, so you can go ahead and make more rows. You can make as much as 5 rows or longer than that. But if you want it quite short, just like mine, I'm going to make just 2 more. Then we are going to be making 2 rows, 2 rounds of this, of the front post and back post we started with. We are going to be repeating the same thing at the end. So I'll go ahead and make 2 more rounds. I have 2 rounds already. This is where we splitted the legs, and this is the extra one we did. That's 2. So I'll do 2 more to make it 4. So this is what I have right now. This is where we splitted the legs. Can you see right here? So I did 3 more, so I have 4 rows in total. So this part is 4 rows longer than this. So right now we are going to be starting the ribbon that we did here. So just like we did earlier, we're going to chain up 2 and work our front post first. So this is the very first stitch. Push your stitch forward, grab your yarn, pull out the loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. Then back post. Now you go from the back, push your stitch backwards, grab your yarn, pull out the loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. Front post again, pull out, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, go from the back, grab your yarn, pull out the loop, through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, go into the next one, grab your yarn, pull out the loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. So just go ahead and repeat that. So I just finished my round with a front post, so I'm going to slip stitch to the very first double crochet. So this is what we have. So we are going to be repeating this one more time. We're going to be chaining 2, then work our front post where we have front post, then work our back post where we have back post. Slide into your stitch, bring out your loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, go from the back, come out from the other side, pull out the loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. So let's go ahead and finish off this round. So this is the end of the second round. So I'll just slip stitch into my first double crochet, chain 1 and cut. If you want your ribbon to be longer, please go ahead. You can add as many rows as you want, but this is okay and fine by me. So we are going to be repeating what we did here. We are going to be repeating it here. So to do that, I will be joining my yarn. I will leave a long tail, not that long, but not too short as well, because at the end we'll be having a small hole, small opening here. So we might be using this to stitch it together to cover that space. So I'll be leaving, I think this length is fine. Just make my slip knot just like that. So right here, this is where we worked our last stitch. So I'm going right into the next one. I'll grab my yarn, then chain 2. So I'll yarn over into the same space, make my double crochet, and double crochet into the next space, double crochet into the next space. So I'll go ahead and work double crochet round. When I come to the back of this, when I come to the end of the round here, I'll come back and show you how to finish off. So I've come to the end of the round. This is what we have. This is the last one here. So I'm going to be slip stitching into the very first double crochet. You can see what I was talking about. You can see that we now have a big space in between. So this tail, we will be using it to close this up. So we are going to be chaining 2, and we are going to be repeating the exact number of rows we did here. We are going to be repeating the same thing here. So we'll go ahead. I don't want the video to be too long, so I'll go ahead and make 3 more rows. So that will be 4 in total with this. Then do my 2 front post and back post double crochet. So at the end of everything, I will come back and show you what my short looks like. So right now I am done with the second leg. So this is what my short looks like right now. So I'm going to be picking my tapestry needle. We are going to hide these ends. So just before doing that, you can see the space, the hole I said is going to be in between the legs. This is what we have. So the long tail we left, we are going to be using it to hide the to sew this together. So I'm going to bring it inside out. So we are going to be joining from the wrong side. This is how I'll be joining, like this. So I'm going to thread my needle. I think I'm going to be doing this off camera because I don't want this video to be too long, like I said earlier. So I'll just come back after sewing this together and hiding details. So I'll just come back and show you what my shorts, the finished look, what it looks like. So this is the finished look of our shorts. After sewing the middle, you can see we have it covered already. So this is what we have right now. This is the back. And here is the front. So working on our suspender now, I'm going to pick my white yarn with my 4mm hook. I'm going to make a slip knot. So I'll go ahead and chain 81. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll go ahead and chain my 81 chains. So I have my 81 chains already. For 0 to 3 months, I think 76 should do. For 6 to 9 months, 91 should do. And for 9 to 12 months, I think we should be looking around 90, 91. That's 96. 5 chains difference. But if the baby you are making it for is quite big, you might be needing a longer chain or a shorter chain. So just try as much as possible to figure that out. So starting from the third chain from this is the first, this is the second. So from the third, I'll flip my chain over. I'll be working in a back bump. You can see these bumps we have at the back. These bumps, that's where we'll be working inside. So this is the first chain, second chain. Inside the third, I'll turn my chain. This is the bump. So I'll be working right into this bump. I'll work a half double crochet. This is what we have. So I yarn over, go into the next one, the same back bump, make my half double crochet. Into the next one, make a half double crochet. So I'll go ahead and make my half double crochet. So when I get to the end, I'll show you what next to do. Right before I complete my very last half double crochet, I'm going to grab the second color, which is our color red, right here. Okay, so I'm going to make a slip knot. So my white, I'll yarn over like I want to do my regular half double crochet, go into the last bump, pull out the loop. Instead of grabbing my white yarn then finish off, I'm going to be finishing off with my red yarn. So I'll just pull through all and chain 1. So I'm going to tie this, the red tail and the white I was working with earlier. So I'm going to tie and cut my white yarn because I'm done with it. So I'll go ahead, after chaining, I'll just flip my work over. I'll be hiding this tail, this two tail that I joined together. I'll be hiding it as I walk along. So I yarn over, start working my regular half double crochet. First, second. So I'll just go ahead and work my half double crochet. When I get to the very last one at the end, I'll come back and show you what next to do. Okay, so I'm right here at the end of my row. So I worked my last half double crochet already. So I'll go ahead and work one more half double crochet into that same space right there. So we have to, this chain right here by the side, I'll work one half double crochet inside. So we are trying to turn over to this side. So right here So this very chain, we have one chain remaining. I'm going to be working 2 half double crochet inside. 1, 2. So we turn over already. So after working 2, start working into our stitches. It might be hard because this is the foundation chain we are working into. So we'll be working our regular half double crochet. So this is what we have. So go ahead and work your half double crochets. When I reach this end, I'll come back and show you how to finish off. Here's the very last stitch. I worked into it already, so I'm going to be adding one more into that very stitch, making 2. So by the side, I'm going to be working 1 half double crochet. So right where we started, right here, I'm going to be adding 1 more half double crochet. So this is what we have. Then I'll just slip stitch, chain 1 and cut. So just trying to straighten that out. So this is what our suspender looks like right now, and you'll be making 1 more of this. I have mine already, so making 2. Be needing two pieces of this. So go ahead and work your second suspender. Now I'll come back and show you. All we need to do right now is just to assemble. We are done with our project. So here is my short. I attached 2 buttons at the front. I also attached another 2 buttons at the back to fix our suspender. So before I fix the suspender, we are going to make chain for adjustment of the waist. So I have my chains already. I think I chained 120 or 130, depends on how long you want it to be. So I'm just going to fix it to the short. So I'm trying as much as possible to pick the very middle where I'm going to start joining. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are the 2 very middle stitch. So I'll pick from this is the 2. So I'll pick from this side like this. I'll just be passing it through like that. Very simple and easy. So I'll go ahead and pass it around. Okay, this is what my short looks like. So after attaching the chain, I'm just going to make a knot here at the end, right there. I'll repeat the same thing for the other side. Make a knot. So I'll just cut off the excess. So our short is ready. So I'm just going to be attaching the suspender. I'm going to be attaching it to the middle. That's where we have our white. So of this, do the same thing for the second. So this is what we have. So I'll flip over and do the same thing for the back. You can cross it. I think I would like that crossing. Okay. For the other hand, just attach this. Yep. So this is what we have. Look at that beauty. Come on, look at that. Isn't this beautiful? Very, very beautiful and lovely. So I'm just going to make a bow with our string. Simple bow for adjustment. And yes, our short with suspender is as good as ready. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you find this video useful, kindly give it a thumbs up and drop a comment below. I'll be dropping another tutorial soon. I should be dropping a romper. It will be Christmas themed also, so stay tuned and watch out. I should be dropping a matching booty also, a Christmas matching booty. I want, you know, since the festive period is almost here, so why not make something for, you know, for our beautiful babies. So I'll be dropping a matching booty also. So thank you so much. Should be having a dress too. So before the end of the year, I should be dropping. I'll be giving you videos back to back. Trust me. So thank you so much. And enjoy the rest of the day. Bye.